Welcome to Lansdowne Road for a very special edition, as I am joined by Charentz from Hayastan Footy, an Armenian football page where he is an Armenian football and expert, to put it mildly. And he's joined us to preview Tuesday night's game for while we take on Armenia in Yerevan. I think we all know that I'm at home at the moment, so which means that this is being recorded before I head off to Armenia on Sunday. Actually, I have to fly through Budapest, so it's going a long old day of traveling, and it's before the game where we take on Hungary tomorrow. So when everyone watches this, that game will be done. And hopefully Ireland will have defeated Hungary with ease. And then Armenia will have defeated Portugal. And then it'll be a top of the table clash come Tuesday night. But how are you doing anyway? And are you all good? Are you looking forward to actually tomorrow's game against Portugal, which is probably, as much as I love being Irish and we love being Irish, it's probably a bigger game for you to have Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes in town.
Hi, Conor. Thank you for having me. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't think we would have beaten Portugal by then, by our match, but we're still excited to be facing each other once again after a few seasons.
Yeah. And is it what is the mood like in Armenia? For I know you're based in Cyprus at the moment, but is everyone absolutely buzzing for tomorrow's match? Is it just everyone's excited to see the stars come to town, or is it kind of a thing that we're worried we might get beaten very heavily?
It's both. It's a mixture of both. Everyone's excited to see Ronaldo, to see Ruben Diaz, Bernardo Silva, so many names in that squad. But we know that it could be a very heavy defeat. It's the truth. However, miracles do happen. I guess we're going to rely on a miracle for if we're gonna get a win. But there's a new head coach. There are some new players, which we'll get to that in a bit. So yeah.
Yeah. And just actually, we'll probably get into that now because the current state of Armenian football, because I remember reading about it not that long ago, when about the fact that the head coach has changed. A few players have left. Is the captain still gone? And then Grant Leon Ranis, is that who you pronounced it? Was not too happy, and was it March? He was pressurizing the manager to play him, and then then he walked away. Was he kicked out, or did he walk away?
Oh, you're correct. It was Grant Leoranos.
Yeah.
He was told that he demanded that he should play, not only play, just start the game as well. I think it was the second game, if I'm not wrong. He was demanding that he start the second game, the playoff game, and the coach said this is unacceptable, so he wasn't going to take him. So Rano said, "Okay, I'm leaving." Varastat Haroyan, our captain, yes, he retired. I actually didn't see an official post of saying for anything for his retirement. The funny thing is there was a coach back at FC Punic, so maybe that's some people are suggesting that's why he stopped. However, Edward Spetsan is now the captain. Balekian has left because of injury. Chancharevic, the goalkeeper, is injured. He's the FC Noah goalkeeper. And Stjopan Mrkicyan was hoped that he would feel better because he was already injured right before joining. But he hasn't fully recovered, so he's not going to play as well. And Narek Grigorian was also not called up due to injury.
Yeah. And so, just on the new manager situation, what is? Can you just tell us exactly what led to the new manager coming in and what the thought process is? Is everyone happy that he is now the new man in charge?
I would say exciting because he's an Armenian coach. It's been a while since we had a permanent Armenian coach. We had a temporary one right after Petrokov left, was dismissed actually last year or so. So the new one coming in, he's trying to instill discipline. He's trying to instill that fire that we lack within the national team. The players lack the spirit. Everyone's been saying it for a while now. We lack the mentality. So that's mainly the focus. That's what we believe that he will bring to this team.
And like when we're just looking at previous results here from your previous games, you haven't won a game of football in 2025, and you haven't won a game of football since the 7th of September last year, if I'm correct, actually. Which will actually be actually funny enough, it'll be the day this video was released 1 year ago on this day
Yeah.
when you beat Latvia 4-1, which is quite mad. And like there's some results in there, the likes of you've lost the Faroe Islands, which is would kind of raise a red flag. It's how can you lose the Faroe Islands? It's like one of them countries that people are thinking, oh my god, especially at home as well. So what is, because of the recent results, is that a fair reflection that you have been that poor, not winning in that long, or is it just you have been kind of unlucky as such?
I personally wouldn't say we're unlucky. Most of the time we keep using this as an excuse. I don't think we're unlucky. I do believe that our performances haven't been good because, for example, the Faroe Islands game, if I'm not wrong, we were winning and then we were leading the game. We conceded. Then we're leading the game again. Then we conceded. We have these kind of problems performance-wise.
Yeah.
So
And
we end up losing. We end up winning within the game in the game.
And is that, do you think, is there a real lack of quality in Armenia at the moment? Now, I spoke to you before about what people think of Mkhitaryan, for example, retiring from international football. It's not quite gone down too well in Armenia. I know it was quite a while ago, but is there even any young prospects coming through that we should be excited about seeing, or people that could get to that next level, or players that, or maybe just have been called up for the first time this camp? Or is there any excitement about any players from the Armenia perspective?
First part of the question, I wouldn't say it's a lack of quality. Somewhat it is. Mkhitaryan not being there, of course. There's a huge there is a huge gap of the level between Mkhitaryan and most of the players. Obviously, Mkhitaryan playing for Inter for many seasons at top level, Roma, winning European trophies. There is a big quality in that aspect. However, the new call-ups, yes, there are new call-ups, and yes, it's a good thing. There's several young players coming in. Our head coach Yerisha Melikyan, he stated in this press conference that I'm going to start bringing in more young players as well gradually. So that's a positive in regards to the coach as well as the team.
Yeah, and just, and you were speaking about, you mentioned earlier about the captain, Harayan. Was just from an English speaker? I don't know. You can pronounce it better than me. But is he a big loss to this Hungarian side? Or it's not Hungarian. Sorry, I'm in my own wee world here with tomorrow's game. Is he a big loss to this Armenian side by not being in the squad anymore? And is he a bit in a position where the Armenians are very disappointed he's not involved?
There are some, yes, who are involved, who are disappointed. I I personally found it that his experience and his probably his presence in the dressing room made some of the difference, because he's got that warrior kind of mentality. But on the pitch, uh, he he sometimes scared me of the way he used to play, like dangerous kind of play, clumsy, giving away fouls. These kind of things tactically are very, very like weak. They're a big weak spot.
Yeah.
So him not being there might be a difference to this defense, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, but we have hope on the two new youngsters that we have, so
Yeah.
they're good.
And just on to Tuesday night's game, which is what we're here to speak about. More importantly, is what what do the Armenians think of Fiesta in Ireland? I know it is. We go into this group. Portugal were pot one, Hungary were pot two, Ireland were pot three, Armenia were pot four. Do Armenians think you could possibly get ahead of Ireland and finish third, or even get ahead of Hungary as well and finish second? Because in my opinion, Ireland and Hungary are pretty much level in terms of quality. I know their best players are better than our best players, but I think our like general squad is a higher standard than Hungary. Do you think you could beat Ireland on Tuesday night and finish above us in the group, or is there seen that there's no hope?
That's a good question. I I think I personally cannot underestimate the Irish team, and I also cannot underestimate the Hungarian team. So I do agree with you that both teams are very, very good, especially this Irish team. It's gotten very, very good. You have some Premier League players. I watch them often because I watch a lot of Premier League football.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's possible, but it's not it's not like we're very positive about it. What us Armenian fans really do is we look at the previous game, we see how we performed, and then we assume what will happen in the next game. So if, let's say, we get beaten by Portugal and not play proper football, we'll be like, no, against this Irish team, we're definitely going to lose. We're definitely going to concede this many goals, things like that.
Yeah. But use from a perspective that, because you obviously played us in the Nations League before we went away to Armenia, and it was a result that no one expected. We lost 1-0 in a very, obviously it was awful conditions for an Irish perspective with the heat and things like that. But then when you came to Dublin, if you remember, we were 2-0 up and it went back to 2-2, and then Robbie Brady scored a 90th minute penalty, which really was started to ring alarm bells, and when Stephen Kenny was in charge, because it was a game we were expected to win, and especially when you went 2-0 up, we were thinking, yeah, we're going to go on a bit of momentum here, and then went back to 2-2, and we're thinking, what is going on here? There's like a weak mentality in this group. But do you think, would Armenians look at the Irish side from like yourself, or like even a casual Armenian fan, will they think it because we beat Ireland a couple of years ago, we might beat them again now? Or do you think, well, they have a lot more like higher quality players now than what they did back then? What do you think of that sort of perspective?
In my opinion, I think this Irish team got better. It's not the same as it was back then. So head to head really doesn't make too much of a difference, especially with national team windows. That's what I personally believe.
Yeah.
I don't think these national team windows really, like previous games, don't really play a role in what's happening right now at the moment. So I think you guys have gotten much better. Evan Ferguson is mad good.
Yeah.
We can name many other players, of course.
Yeah, I'll add that in. So it's quite one of the questions for you is it what Irish players do Armenians fear? Is it just Ferguson, or is there any other players that even catch your eye as a football fan that you think, yeah, they could do damage against us?
Evan Ferguson is one of them. Okay, I've mentioned him already. The other player, interesting name I'm going to give, it's probably Finn Azaz. He was playing very well for Middlesbrough last season. So as I said earlier, it depends mostly on what's going to happen in the Portugal game. Performance-wise, if we're going to play well, some individual performances that are going to convince the fans that some of the players can continue in this national team. However, I do believe that there's going to be some hope that let's go and try to at least win 1 or 2 games at home. Try to at least get a point off of Hungary and Ireland, even though a point is not enough to at least try to qualify through the second place.
Yeah, and just lastly, actually, I meant to say it earlier, because from an Irish perspective, obviously you said about some good players we have that can do damage, but just lastly, where can Ireland actually do damage? Where do you think Ireland can hurt where are Armenia weak?
Sure, I should expose my national team.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, like I could tell you from Ireland from in experience that we conceded. There was a while we conceded, and we were conceding the most long range goals in Europe. We were conceded so many goals from outside the box; it was crazy. So people used to be like, to shoot from outside the box and you'll score against Ireland. Where is it? Like we've a lot of size when it comes to set pieces, especially if Jake O'Brien plays on Tuesday night. We could have Nathan Collins, Darragh O'Shea, Jake O'Brien, and Evan Fergus up front, or even Adam Media, or if you could go with the two of them. That is a lot of size for people from set pieces to deal with. Can Ireland hurt you from set pieces, or where else do you think Ireland could hurt you?
Yeah, I was going to say set pieces. We have a lot of communication problem in set pieces. We have a lot of this. I look at detailing in when I'm looking at goals and these kind of things, and most of the players, they miss out the player on the back as well most of the time. So there's always this confusion between them, and they concede a header or like the ball just bounces off someone and they just get a shot and we concede. Possibly set pieces is our weakest link. Yeah, and with what you said about long range goals, Ireland conceding long range goals, I do believe that we have long shot takers. Barserian, Spertian, Bichakjian, Zelarayan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. And thank you very much for your insight into Armenian football, because even more what obviously spoke to Ben from a Hungarian perspective the other day, it's a lot easier for Irish fans to see a bit into Hungarian football, but Armenian football is almost the other side of the world at this stage. And it's I'm like, as myself, I'm flying to Armenia on Sunday night, and I'm looking forward to flying in at 4 o'clock in the morning. Actually, what is that about? Why does all the flights land in the middle of the morning? Why is my flight I land at 4 o'clock? What is that about?
I don't know what to tell you. We also have the same flights from Cyprus to Armenia.
It's
It's like
crazy.
in morning time.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, thank you very much for coming on. And just for anyone that wants to check out your content and where you can find your social media, just tell us where you can find us. And obviously, your links will be in the description. But where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find my work on Twitter and on YouTube. But it's been a while since I released a podcast episode. But you can find me on YouTube as well. Majority Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. And everyone watching, well, hopefully by the time we're watching this, we're after celebrating a massive win on Saturday night against the Hungarians in the Viva, and we can go to Armenia on Tuesday night and maybe pick a win. But if you enjoyed this content, if you like what you've seen, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one, which will be it'll be a match preview with myself and Dave and Martin, hopefully live from the ground on the day before the game after the press conference. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one, lads, and thanks for watching.